Recognized.
Mr. Speaker, at this time, it's my pleasure to yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Smucker.
The gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Chairman. I rise today in strong support of Chairman Goodlatte's balanced budget. Clearly, the status quo here in Congress is failing the American people, and real change is needed. Our budget process is broken, and a balanced budget amendment is exactly the mechanism we need to force the decisions to get our fiscal house in order. Congress has passed more than 100 continuing resolutions just in the last 20 years. We moved from one continuing resolution and one omnibus to the next. I knew when I came to Congress that the federal budget process wasn't working as intended. From the outside, it doesn't look good. Now, having served on the Budget Committee for more than a year, I can say it doesn't look any better from the inside. The latest omnibus supported a number of provisions like funding our military, fighting the opioid epidemic, agricultural reform, school safety measures, measures that I support. But these priorities can and must be achieved in a fiscally responsible manner that doesn't grow the size of the federal government. How do I know we can achieve that? Because we took steps in that direction on the Budget Committee. Last year, the committee passed a budget that would balance in 10 years. It was a fiscally responsible path towards funding critical government programs. But that budget isn't enforceable, and no one is accountable. So I think the first step is to pass this balanced budget amendment here in the House. It's long past time that Congress finally put an end to irresponsible spending, saddling our children and grandchildren with an insurmountable debt. This amendment would make balancing the budget the norm rather than the exception. It would codify Congress's responsibility to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars. There are numerous proposals to reform our federal budget process, some that I've introduced myself, but I believe this amendment would be the most meaningful budget and spending reform that we could enact. It works for the states, works in Pennsylvania, and it will work for Washington. So I want to thank Chairman Goodlatte for his leadership. Every Congress since 2007, he's introduced this amendment to balance our federal government. It's an important effort and one that he has led. Thank you.